Mexico, as we all know, has been colonized by Spain for hundreds of years along with these other countries. And the trace of Spanish influence are apparent in many forms like language, structures, and traditions. But what a lot of people don't know is the role that the famed French emperor played in Mexico's fight for independence. When the French Revolution ended in 1799 and Napoleon Bonaparte took power, he wanted to keep the peace in France and Europe, and for some reason, waging war to other European powers was his preferred course of action. One of the ambitions of this average-sized man was to create a French-dominated empire in Europe, which the other countries obviously did not approve of. Mexico's colonizer Spain was an ally of France during Napoleon's invasion of Europe. But in 1808, Napoleon betrayed the ally nation and puts his brother on the Spanish throne. The Spaniards showed their disapproval of the forced abdication and stained the image of the new king by giving the nickname Pepe Botella or Joe Bottle for his alleged heavy drinking. Back in New Spain, however, ideas of revolution began to circulate more frequently amongst the people. It started when Spain ushered in the Bourbon Reform. The Bourbon Reforms was intended to limit the power of the Creoles and make the Spanish colonies become more reliant on Spain. Before we dive in deeper, let's talk about the Spanish caste system really quick. The societal structure looked something like this. Of course, the Spaniards were on top of the list, and the established reform was a no bueno for everyone below that list. Everyone who wasn't a Peninsulares was unhappy with the new reform, including the church who supported the Mexicans for their strive for independence. At this point, everyone except the Peninsulares wanted liberty from any form of Spanish control. Going back to Spain, the abdication of the Spanish monarch caused them to lose control over their territories. Right after the abdication, several juntas were formed throughout Spain. These juntas were then sent to colonies, each claiming to be the rightful junta to represent the Spanish government and its king. The viceroy of New Spain at that time, José de Iturrigaray, received two different Spanish juntas, which made him very confused. This disorganization from Spain showed the Mexican people that the Spanish is losing grip over their colonies. The Mexico City Council, which was governed by the Creoles, then voted for independence, with Iturrigaray acting as its head. Originally, Iturrigaray was sent to New Spain and was given the orders to take down any rebellion in the territory as the new viceroy. Failing at his task, the Peninsulares was extremely unhappy with the viceroy's actions and had him arrested, then appointed one of their own as the new viceroy. Several other viceroys and juntas then took charge after him. After the arrest of Iturrigaray, the Mexicans felt the unjust Spanish control which barely heeded the needs of the people. Complete autonomy from the Spanish rule and the unlawful government of Mexico became the battle cry for the Mexican people. Then in September 16, 1810, in a small town called Dolores, a Catholic priest named Miguel Hidalgo y Costilla ordered the church bell to be rung around 2:30 a.m. and urged the people to revolt, which we now know today as the Cry of Dolores. The revolutionaries starting from the town of Dolores traveled across Mexico, gaining support for the revolution. This is what started Mexico's fight for independence. The Mexicans' burning desire to be liberated from the shackles of Spanish rule earned them their independence. Napoleon Bonaparte's invasion had a huge impact not only in Europe, but in South America as well. Mexico's fight for independence lasted for 11 years before being recognized as an independent country. Now that they have regained their land that was once stolen by a European superpower, another emerging superpower is looking to expand westward and started claiming new land that Mexicans own and have fought for. Thank you for watching this video. A lot more content like this will be uploaded soon. You can get updated by subscribing and clicking that bell icon to get notified.